ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Time to play the game! It's all about the game, and how you play it, all about control. And if you can take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can play it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I may lose. So move on out, you can die like a fool. Trying to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. And as you can see, I am in Nerd Lounge 2.0. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday night. Glad to be here with you guys. And let me bring in my wonderful, wonderful co-host. Hey, guys, we got Phil PD7. We got the bad guy in the house, Chaotic, and Joel. Unfortunately, Matt couldn't be with us tonight. Hopefully, he will be back on our another show here as we go into the next week. So, what's up, guys? What's going on tonight?
Looking good behind you, Todd.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Definitely glad to be in 2.0 right now. A lot of work to do, but
Is that the only room you have moved in so far? Is your game room? Is that was the first priority?
Well, you can see the giant stack of boxes. So, yes, I'm living out of boxes. But you know what? I don't care.
Hey, you got out of that lake house.
Got out of the lake house. I'm in the new Nerd Lounge here. But definitely
eating on paper plates.
God almighty.
Eating on paper plates and sleeping bags and air mattresses on the floor, but the Nerd Lounge is unpacked and ready.
Up and running.
And I can actually play games. Isn't that something? That's something unusual, right? Well, guys, we've had a fantastic week. I hope y'all had a fantastic week. Any spotlights, anything y'all want to talk about real quick before we start the show?
But what Robin figure was that, Mike, in your pre-show? Was that the 84?
No, I don't believe so. I think it was like the Toy Biz, I think they released.
Yeah, okay. The DC
I think it's the
Superhero.
same exact figure, though.
Yeah.
It's the Karate Chop action.
Yes. They look so much like those Kenners. You know, they're so close.
Yeah, honestly, they may be the same
When
mold.
when you held it up, I'm like, oh, I wonder which one that was.
Yep.
So you guys see the Street Fighter 2 cabinet? What do you think of that Deluxe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the main topic tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to talk a little bit more about that.
So there's 4 of us in here right now that have the iArcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd, you ordered your mystery encoder, team encoder?
Yes, I did. I ordered it on Sunday.
Joel, you ordered yours? Sweet. I ordered mine. Phil, you have the gold, so you can't
Yeah, I'm out.
use it yet.
Mike and I are on the sideline on this one.
Yeah. Have to live vicariously through you guys.
But Matt
I
ordered
did
his,
see
didn't
Dee's
he?
video today. Did you guys catch that?
Yes.
I couldn't. Yeah. Won't work.
I did. I saw.
He explained it well.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah.
No, I definitely needed to catch that replay for sure.
Can't wait to put Shredder's Revenge on my cab and reskin it as a Shredder's Revenge machine.
And then live
Very
stream it
jealous.
online.
It's going to be awesome.
And I heard that's online. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah,
Wow.
online play.
That's crazy, Mike.
Yep, I blew it.
That's all I've been wanting.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I've been able to play it. It's awesome to play Shredder's Revenge on an arcade machine. I have it on my multicade with my Switch, and JoJo and I play that all the time. I'm playing it with a arcade joystick and buttons and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like playing it on PlayStation, you're not getting the full experience.
Yeah, I've got it on the Switch, and just playing it on the.
Played it all the way through on a controller, but it's so much more fun playing it on an arcade machine. So
I've never even played it, guys. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I just have the arcade, so.
Yeah.
Todd, boot him.
I'm not doing that to Bill. No.
We got to get you playing Shredder's Revenge somehow. It's an amazing.
We need to put it on their XL or Deluxe Turtles cabinet.
Hey, I like that idea.
Biggie plays it on his ALU, which I think is a good idea too. So, pretty cool. Well, guys, tonight's topic is about that. Can't even talk tonight. Street Fighter Deluxe Cab. So I want to go around the horn, see what you guys think about it, and we can get a little bit deeper in topic about it. Let's start out with Joel tonight, man. What do you think about this? They announced it at Evo, which I thought was a smart decision, obviously being a fighting cab. But what's your thoughts and feelings on it?
Sure. Well, I just picked up the Yoga Flame, so
say no more.
No, but I mean, honestly, if I would have had my choice between the two, I still probably would have picked the Yoga Flame. I like the side art, and I'm not, arcade authentic, person, so I'm okay with that. Right. But for this, I think it is pretty exciting. Really, it's I think a modder's dream machine, being the HS5 is just you can reskin that bad boy as just about anything you want. It's a deluxe, so you don't have to worry about riser. Yeah. So you're gonna have this is probably the best option you have so far, and the price point really isn't too bad or too difficult to swallow for something that you're looking to just mod something. You're going to need a new marquee, and I think it's been said on a few other streams already, but just reskin the side art. All you need is a small piece of black vinyl to stick over it even, and you can cover up that Street Fighter logo on the side, and you're off to the races almost, with modding it to your heart's content. Put whatever art you want on the side, or don't put art on it and just put a marquee on the front, and it can become whatever machine you want it to be. So yeah, I think that's awesome from a standpoint of people that are just looking to get something unique of, something that they've been really wanting, a showpiece in their home arcade that they're pretty sure it's going to be a while or never going to come from Arcade 1-Up. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Chaotic, man. Tell me what you think about this thing.
Well, finally we get a cabinet that resembles a real arcade cabinet like the HS5. 19K Fox thinks it looks more like a HS1, but it looks like more of an HS5 to me. I would love to get it and reskin it and for it to be something else, or keep it as a Street Fighter cab and reskin my Shinku Hadouken. But I really don't want to do that because I love the artwork on the side of that cabinet more than I say this HS5, look-alike. It's the exact same game, so having two of them in my house, they can connect to each other and probably lag free. But I mean that's the only really advantage. I honestly, in my opinion, when it was first announced, I was like, please have the big blue games on it. Please have the big blue games on it. And then it's like the Yoga Flame games. So great. and all, but I
You're
already have
missing
those.
Knights
I already
Around.
have those games. I'm missing out on Knights of the Round and Darkstalker series.
I didn't know if you had a Big Blue. I couldn't remember.
I don't. That's the one thing I'm really missing, man.
Yeah.
That's
you get the
reason
molded
why-
coin door. Molded coin door, deluxe, lit marquee.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got everything.
Hello, Retro 530.
So, Mike, what do
What?
you think about this, man? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, no.
Jeff.
You're done. You're done.
Good.
Yeah,
You good, Brian?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I'm probably one of the rare people in this entire community that does not own or has never owned a Street Fighter cabinet. So I think I'm going to be in on this one. I mean, I can get that the people that have the Yoga Flame or the Shinku maybe be a little disappointed in the game lineup. I mean, other than the look of the thing, you really don't have any reason to buy it. Now, I think MG made a good comment about the getting into the plastic molding. I mean, I think the cabinet looks sharp. The control deck looks pretty good. I mean, I'm a fan of it. I don't think I would even reskin it. It's just me personally. I kind of like that plain all black look on the thing. And as long as that marquee is deluxe quality, like we've been seeing.
Yeah, you're fine on that.
Yeah, I think for $4.99. I mean, I don't think it's a bad pickup. Especially, like I said, not having any version of the Street Fighter. Maybe it's time, you know.
And you know what? It's not $5.99. It's $4.99. So it's that standard deluxe price that it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who's to say that this thing could be available everywhere? The price could drop very quickly, and you get a nice deal on a cabinet that you either enjoy because you don't have a Street Fighter, or if you already have a Street Fighter, make it into something else. You know, mod it into something else.
We're starting to slip into the holiday season here soon too, so I'm sure you're going to see some sales on these.
I mean, I would love to put Fightcade on this thing.
Well, you'll see sales with Yoga Flame and Shinku. I mean, even from the $3.99 it's at now, you'll see that drop even more when this thing gets released.
Yeah, maybe by Black Friday, maybe it'll drop $50 even or something. Didn't they do that before?
Walmart had $190. Was that $199 Biggie on Yoga, or was that MK? I think it was.
Yeah, it was Yoga. I think.
Yeah,
I saw that today.
I mean, Joel, that's what you got yours for. That's a good price for that.
Yeah.
That's what those should be at $199.
Well, really, they should.
So
Yeah,
I wouldn't hold out for like some huge deals for the holiday season for this. I don't see it dropping substantially, but I'm sure we're going to see some great prices probably on the Yoga Flames and stuff, just to blow those out. But
I mean, I would love to. I would love to turn this into like an Aliens versus Predator cabinet or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what Fox said he was going to do? Was that something that he hinted at?
No, I don't think he actually hinted on much that he had it. Or did he say that he was? He did say that he does have a plan for one of these. So he's planning on ordering. He's got a secret plan, I think he said.
I mean, he already has a Dynamo HS5 maybe.
Yeah,
a real one.
What game is on that? That's
Raiden.
Yeah.
Raiden. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have a Street Fighter 2. I asked him a couple of months ago, and I'm sure he's going to get the deluxe.
So, what's your thoughts on this, Phil? What is your take on this?
I for a second I didn't like it. It reminded me of that first gen Street Fighter 2, but that all black, and I could just it kind of resembles Marvel versus Capcom 2 with that graphite, and that the cabinet is right next to my Big Blue, and just to the right of all my deluxe. And I was going to take my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and move it around the corner and stick that right next to Big Blue, right next to the deluxe. I think it's going to look good. I like the artwork. The only thing is that marquee's very similar to Big Blue. And having those right next to each other, I don't know how that's going to look, but I'm with you, Brian. I love the Shinku, that whole world, the whole globe. Like, I love that cabinet. It's not going anywhere. I don't care if I have the same games, because it's the look of these cabinets is what we're going for.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I like it.
So
And you're keeping the Shinku. Did I hear
Yeah,
you
I
right?
will get guys. That's the Shinku is arcade. I love X-Men, but it's Arcade One Up's best cabinet game selection. I mean,
Yeah.
the beat 'em ups alone on there,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. And I love the artwork on Shinku. I can't get rid of Big Blue either. I don't have the heart.
No, that body style is all
Yeah, I can't do it.
iconic. Really, if you think about it, it's unique and it's special. I really wish I had one.
Now, I mean, with the fact that I got Star Wars mod, I mean, Ridge Racer in time, like if I'm hurting for a spot, you know, the games play so good on Star Wars that I could just get rid of Ridge Racer, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd miss it.
Yeah, I watched your video. I thought it was kind of an odd choice putting Sonic from Dreamcast on there.
You know,
With
the
that- with that
volume was
control
so
scheme.
weird on that clip that I kind of did some editing on that, but I wanted to show games that I didn't show on the Ridge Racer. I did show Daytona because I love Daytona, but I was just kind of showing the variety because I don't think that's on. Is there Sonic on that Outrun you have, Mike?
No.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't think so. There's so much to choose from on there, guys. I mean, I think it was 226 games. That's a great mod, but the thing is that if you have Fast and Furious, they're coming out with a mod for that. So it's just like, do you get Star Wars just to get that mod, or do you get Fast and Furious? Because I think it's gonna be a little bit different than what we have with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my 2 cents on this cab is that, you know, the only Street Fighter cab that I currently have, and I've been wanting to try to get the Hadouken, the Yoga Flame. I've been trying to get these cabs on a good deal. And I know that there's options out there now, but now that this is out, you know, my original Gen 1, you know, is still working, but obviously I can't do online play with you guys. I can't, you know, do things with it. So this is very interesting to me. It would be the first Deluxe that I would buy, for sure. I don't hate the artwork, like Mike was saying. You know, I like just the simplicity of it. I think it would go really well, but that marquee is my biggest concern. Is that marquee going to be nice or not? You know, because I already have ones that I have to deal with already. So I can't imagine having to replace one more. You know what I mean?
Right.
As long as there's no black on it, right? I think we're good.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's going to be a nice looking cab, and I think I agree with you guys. I think it's going to come out. Everybody's going to have it, and I think a lot of people are going to get this one up and upgrade because this gives you everything you need to be able to do that. So I'll definitely be checking this out, and making sure that I can grab it.
Yeah, 3rd week of October, I think, is when it actually comes out.
Is anybody going to pre-order this?
I don't think it would pre-order it.
I'm
It
not a
depends
pre-ordering
what the
guy.
game is. If it's, you know, it's got to be like the perfect spot of my billing cycle. I don't know if pre-ordering is the way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think everybody.
Pick it up from Best Buy.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's going to be able to get this cab. I don't foresee
Yeah, I think
this
so.
being an issue. So I don't think that you need to pre-order, and I wouldn't recommend pre-ordering.
Right, because
it,
there's
but
probably a lot of people that won't pick it up just because of the games list, you know, because they
Yeah.
probably already own Shinku or Yoga Flame.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think these will be available if you want one.
Which,
Papa
you know,
Brad's telling us to never pre-order.
never
Yeah.
pre-order. And I mean, I can't disagree with him, but you know, at the same time, if it's something you really, really want, you cannot live without.
No, I think Sega Star Wars Trilogy, I would probably pre-order that. Because I feel like, you know, certain games I think would be highly sought after. That would probably be one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, since I asked Cyrus during B's live stream, I was like, why did y'all choose this game list over Big Blues, or why didn't you combine them? And he said the reason why they're doing this is because they want a set game list on all their cabinets. So no matter which generation or cabinet you got, you want to be able to play all 14 of those games online with everybody. So it's like a set game list that they're going to go with from now on when it comes to these type of cabinets.
It's not all Big Blue games online.
Yeah, they are, but they're only for Big Blue. But
no. We can cross-play.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, you can cross-play some of those games, but like Yoga Flame, it doesn't have Knights of the Round, doesn't have Dark Souls.
Right.
But it does have Capcom Sports. It does have the Street Fighter games. But they said from now on, when it comes to these cabinets, when they bring out a Street Fighter cabinet, it's going to have those 14 games, unless they go to, say, a Street Fighter Alpha cabinet. Then that's going to have a whole different games list. But anytime they do something like this, a rehash, it's going to have the same games, only because they want you to be able to be compatible with the other people that got it last year.
I just realized something. That's why they're not dropping the price on Big Blue or the Capcom Legacy. I just saw the 1944 and Ghosts and Goblins. What's the other one on there? The OG
Commando.
You have to buy all 14 Street Fighters to have all the games.
Yeah. I mean, think about the Defender Partycade. I mean, that had there was games on there that only is on that Partycade.
Yeah.
It didn't come out on anything else. And that's everybody's like, God, that is Arcade 1-Up's best game list ever. It's because of that one Partycade.
Yeah.
And that's how rare it is. And that's why it's so sought after, because of that games list on there. There's games on there just not on any other cabinet.
They could release more of those things, and they know they'd sell them. I don't know why if they're going to release all these, I don't have an issue with them re-releasing everything, but bring out that Defender Partycade, because how many people don't have that want that?
Yeah, do it smart.
See, it's literally right here. I put it on my computer desk because that's how good of a Partycade it is.
I think Travis hinted at them doing a 3/4 scale of that cabinet.
They should. They would sell tons of those.
Yeah.
If they could just get that out, they definitely could sell it.
So it's a possibility. We'll have to wait and see what 2024 brings us, or November of this year brings us. Something's coming. We're getting one cabinet that we have not heard of yet this year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys about that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do we think the 80s, are they saving the 80s for the start of next year?
No, I think that's going to be that. I think that's going to be that November cabinet.
You think so?
Yeah.
We got some jaw-dropping stuff about to happen, though. That's for sure. Michael, jaw-dropping stuff.
Yeah, I mean, speculate all you want on that. And then you also got that Arcade-cade, or was it Action-cade, patent pending or whatever, patent trademark. You got that too.
So go down. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think that November release is truly going to be?
Well, it's Time Crisis. The Time Crisis will be November, but I think we're talking right into like December-ish. Like, you think there's going to be like a cabinet?
Okay.
I don't think any. Okay, so they announced Big Buck Hunter. We know Street Fighter 2 is coming. Yeah, I mean it's got to be, right. It's got to be Time Crisis.
Oh yeah, I mean we already know about that.
Biggie's talking about the crisis, the Time Crisis. Didn't they?
What Time Crisis?
Didn't they come out with something saying that they weren't going to be releasing it?
Oh no, Travis said he's seen it. He says it looks good. It's going to surprise people.
Yeah.
Cyrus said what Time Crisis?
Console Kid said, I saw it. It looks awesome, and I'm thinking about getting it.
Yeah, Travis says it's done by Namco. There's going to be recoil on those guns. It's going to be good. People are going to be surprised and actually shocked about how good it is.
Are we going to be surprised with $799?
Yeah, that's what I was about ready to say. $699, $799.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Namco and Arcade 1-Up, whatever they work out. I mean, that's the price.
See at least a similar price as Fast and the Furious. You know, it's unique controls.
I mean, what T2 was $699 at release, right?
Yeah.
So we're guessing that minimum.
It's gonna be at least $699.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, if we think that it's going to be Time Crisis, anybody on the panel going to get Time Crisis?
I think we talked about it last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Phil?
Am I the only one that's getting it?
Probably not for $6.99. I might wait.
If I can get rid of my T2, yeah, I'll get it.
Just because
I'm
of the
all
game
in.
list? Okay.
I just want
I don't
one
know if
shooter
I want
cab.
to do that. Just want
I'm
one
good
shooter
right
cab.
now with my Retro Lizard light gun build.
No.
No, I don't have much nostalgia, honestly, for Time Crisis.
Time
I don't
Crisis.
recall
Oh.
playing it a whole heck of a lot.
I think I have-
But it's the other games, it's like getting Ridge
Yeah.
Racer all over again, guys. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't the Ridge Racer games that you liked. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
Speed
The
Driver,
other games.
Driver 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Those were the fun games on it. Those are the games you miss with the buy stuff mod. But if they were that good, I would say this: if they were that good, we wouldn't have did the mod to begin with.
No.
Right.
But there's those other games with I can't think of them offhand, but those are the other games on the Time Crisis, and maybe they give us Time Crisis too. We don't know.
No,
They're
right.
next
You said
game
we'll be
on-
surprised, right?
Yeah.
If Time Crisis 2 is on there, would that change anyone's mind?
I
No.
don't see why not.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Ouch. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be a nice one to pick up, but as I said, maybe, I don't know. I think I might wait. Especially if I pick up the Street Fighter, I might wait.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe in 6 months or so
I mean-
they'll be available.
Even if it's a year and a half.
I mean, you're seeing
everything's gonna
T2
come
at
down.
315, right?
Yeah.
Not saying it'll ever get that low, but
Yeah.
I mean, X-Men's been sitting at how many times have they brought X-Men back in the last 4 weeks at $4.99?
Yeah. And it's still
Really
sitting there.
interesting. Like these weird sales they do. We saw it at $3.99, and now it's like this like every time they go on sale now it's $4.99. Like you feel like you know what it is they mess with your head that when they do go lower, you'll instantly buy it because you think this is as good as it's going to get. And that's what you're going to be waiting for, like on the Street Fighter 2 or Time Crisis. Like the second they drop it, you know, that instant FOMO of, is this as good as it gets? I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what about this news about the Actioncade? What's y'all's thoughts on that? I know it's been on the groups, everybody's been talking about it. I thought we would touch a little bit on it about what our thoughts may have been about it.
If it's what Michael B for sure thinks it is, it's pretty disappointing.
Well, did they?
His description of it kind of left me.
yeah, explain. Like what actually
Yeah,
did he say?
Yeah,
He
what
was
did he-
speculating. Well, I don't know. His interpretation was that it's some sort of a handheld device. Like
yeah.
Jung was proposing that their next move was going to be some sort of handheld online games that you can download and take with you and play, and that was that.
Here's my thing, and what I feel like they're missing the point. When you look at an arcade cabinet, that control panel, that is a game controller. That's how you control your game. Game controller could mean anything. It could mean a cabinet. It could mean a pedestal. It could mean a candy cab. It could mean a handheld game controller or a handheld device. It could
Yeah.
mean anything.
I agree.
Don't
Don't
put
that's
too
why I
much
said
rope
if
in.
it's what Michael B thinks and interprets and describes, that's pretty disappointing. But I definitely I don't think I'm not sure he's correct on his interpretation of what he's reading the patent and things like that. So yeah, I think I'm hoping that it's a lot more or something more interesting, something that's more in the realm of arcade with some sort of arcade controls or some sort of a cabinet or something. But
And y'all remember the interpretation that I thought I took it as when I was talking to y'all in chat, right?
yeah,
It's if they built a 3/4 scale Capcom, arcade machine, a Namco, or not Namco, Konami 4-player arcade machine, and a la carte, buy whatever Konami games you want on that Konami cab, buy whatever Capcom games you want on that cab. But you can only buy those type of games for that specific cab. That's kind of what I was leaning towards. It's like the iArcade model where you can use your iOS device or your Android device or your Windows PC or Apple computer and go onto the online store and put whatever games that they have available that is made by that brand onto that cab. That's the way I took it. It's create your own action arcade is the way I took it in my head.
Yeah, I mean,
if they had 3 cabs, that would make sense. You know, you'd have. I don't even know if you need 4-player because I mean, how many people have room for 4-player? Even if it's a 2-player,
Right.
you know, you have a racer, a shooter, and a 2-player, and you can download those specific cabs. Maybe that's what they do in the future.
Yeah.
I'd be extremely shocked if it's a all-encompassing one machine that you can download any game, any licensed ROM that Arcade 1-Up has released or has access to. I highly doubt that's what it's going to be because like I said, I think there's too much money to be made still in selling furniture and wood. So I would imagine that there, even if it is an a la carte type thing, it's not going to be a very extensive, large library of an a la carte. It may be just like a Capcom machine that you can download Capcom titles, and then they release, a Namco or something that you can download Namco titles or something.
Correct.
Midway, and pretty limited on that as well, and it might be, kind of limited to maybe some major titles, but then some really unique, extremely rare titles that, maybe they're not going to ever release a cab for, most likely. But I don't see that releasing one machine like an iArcade will cannibalize they're making too much money right now as it is off of, releasing these 1-Up machines that resemble a certain cab, have certain artwork, 2 to 14 games on them, and people are buying them like crazy. So to come out with something that's just like, all right, now just buy this one and you can just stick it in.
Yeah, there's no way they would do that. It'll give you access to every game they've ever came out with all in one cab, because then, yes, they want you to buy 2, 3, 4 different cabs to have the games you want, not just pay $20 for a specific game. But if that's what they're attempting to do with this, and maybe not giving you access to all their games, but maybe a certain group of games that they've purchased, ones that they have no intentions on ever adding to a cabinet or making a specific cabinet of, I mean, something like that could work.
It would have to be very limited. Very limited.
Yeah, it would be like something they have no intention in ever coming out with singly.
You can only buy
Think of your
14
at-game
games,
your at-game cards, that you buy. Maybe that is one cab, or something, that it's not an entire at games that you can buy like all of the library, but you got 5 or 10 titles that you have access to by purchasing one cab.
If you've got an at games, right, and that's at games thing is arcade that, and just buying like the bigger at games gets, they're gonna get these. They got Killer Instinct. Why can't they get Mortal Kombat? Why can't they get other games? I mean, we can do that on an at games, but why would we go through Arcade 1-Up?
Right.
I mean, if they want market share that way, I think they're going at it wrong. And whoever came up with this name is just really either trying to confuse us, or they're not really good at making names, because it has no basis to what we think it is or what it could be. I'm just disappointed in the talk of it more than anything, that they would even think about coming out with something like this when that's not really what they do.
It's not their lane.
Yeah.
Well, and you think about their past history, they're not too venturous when it comes to naming things. Couchcade,
Yeah.
Countercade,
Just slap a cade on the end of it.
Casino-cade.
Don't forget about the
Protector
collector
case.
case.
The
guys.
collector case.
I'm gonna guess it
Electric
has
cage.
something to do with action. The action cade. I don't think that's a red herring that they're throwing in there just to throw us all off.
Yeah,
No. Hopefully it's just a placeholder name for now.
They're in it to make money, guys. They're gonna throw any product at us. They're gonna see who bites. Look at those little handheld Mega Man. You can the plug and play, the Pac Man. I mean, those things are $39.99. They're gonna be sit on the shelves, clearance, Wayfair in a couple of months.
thank you, Stupid Fat Hobbit. That's the comment of the night, everybody. Comment of the night. Yeah, I'm just disappointed that we can't come up with something. If they really want to do something different, be innovative or whatever, then put more effort into it. Give us more, if that's what you're truly wanting to do. Obviously, they just seem like they just throw a dart at a board and hope that it sticks,
Well, here's also another thing to think about. Like, in order to please the people like us who want a certain game or want a certain cabinet, we're not going to get it, ever. You're not going to get a Ghosts and Goblins cabinet. But if you want that game really bad enough, you'll get a Capcom cabinet, kind of like the Shinkai Duken, who's not real. It's not an arcade authentic cabinet at all. That is its own special artwork, right? So they could do something like that and have its own special artwork, let you download that game, pay $12.99 for it, and you get Ghosts and Goblins because you wanted it on a downloadable cabinet like that. It's just they got 90-something% of the titles, right? 90% of something of the licenses out there.
So
go ahead.
Well, here's a thought. What if the Action Cade is an arcade that you can buy and download games, but the games that you download are all modern release games like Shredder's Revenge and like the Streets of Rage or Double Dragon that just was released. Things that don't have nostalgia, that don't have a previous arcade release, but capitalizing on some of these arcade type feel and designed indie games, or not even indie games, but Mega Man 11, for instance, or something like that. These different titles that are modern games that just would look out of place as a single release that they probably couldn't release as a single release and make money off of. Because, Shredder's Revenge is probably the only one that really comes to mind that a lot of people would probably have been asking for and would be wanting.
Yep, and if they have the license to that game, they better have that on their next version of TMNT.
Yeah, you got to give us more than 2 Turtles games.
And then here's the other thing you got to think about too. Saying, if you wanted to do a way so that you can play these new modern style games, right? Number one, we've got to have a chipset that can support it. Number two, you got to have developers who are going to make the controls, make the online work, and make the game work on whatever handheld or system or console or control panel that's going to work. They have to set up controls and all that. So it depends on how much money they want to put into that kind of deal, and how much are they going to invest, and how much are they expecting to make back off of something like that? Because you ain't going to pay Code Mystics to do anything. You can't afford it. You're going to have to do in-house developers or something to set up the controls and set up it online, whatever.
Unless it's an Android-based platform, that could just easily take, Android port or something like that and drop it in there.
Yeah. Perfect person to ask that kind of question would probably be Mystery Encoder. He does that for a living, so.
I don't know. If they're not going to put the research and the time and effort to even try to take a market share from At Games and what used to be iArcade, then why even bother? Why just stay in the lane that you're already in?
Yeah, don't just slap a pile of games on there and say, okay, here you go. You know, it's all going to depend on if this is what their intention is.
Yeah,
it's all going to depend on what the games are that are available.
Right.
Now, obviously, this was a patent leak where we all know that it's coming, but we don't have any more information than just what we have now. We don't know if they're coming out with a release date. We don't know if they're getting something off the wall. You know, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what it actually is when it comes out. But we can all speculate and try to dig into the words from the patent. But obviously,
we could be way off.
we could be way off. So,
now, there's one thing.
Filing patents doesn't necessarily always mean that you're planning to make something either. You know, sometimes it's just preventing your competition from being able to make something.
Yeah. Yeah, and just to file a patent to block a competitor. Yeah.
And there's one thing you don't want to sleep on, and that's New Wave Games. We don't know what they're bringing out in Cleveland. It could be something big.
And I was thinking the same thing, like when you said Ghost and Goblin, like Mike's getting that, right? You're getting the
6 scale, yeah.
The 1/6 scale.
I mean, besides Arcade One Up, you can always go New Wave and get those other Cuber. I mean, we can get cabinets from them.
Yeah.
So let's hypothetically say we go to Cleveland and New Wave's going to be there. What if they announce a 3/5 scale cabinet? Because they can't do a 3/4 scale, right? That's patented, right? So
is it
7/8 scale?
Yeah, that belongs to Arcade One Up.
What if an XL?
11/16 scale.
What size is an XL? What would they really call that?
Almost authentic.
Almost authentic.
But don't sleep. I mean, even though it would be expensive as hell, but you would get the most authentic look, authentic feel. I mean, that's New Wave's thing, right? So, and it'd probably be heavy as hell too. But
yeah, I mean, it depends on what they did with it, you know.
But it's gonna be like a 1-game cabinet.
Yeah, what if they only gave you 1 game with it?
But that's what some people want, man. They want that authentic look, authentic feel.
What if they could give you it for $4.99, say, but it's only 1 game, but the cabinet looks 100% authentic?
They're never going to give you a $4.99 cab, Mike. Have you seen the cost of their quarter scale ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are $4.99.
If you want a real one, you're going to pay $3,200, $1,800 for something that's brand new, like never been touched.
Sure, yeah.
So if they could bring it in to like $900 or $800, brand new, authentic looking with all new stuff, some people will jump on that.
In my honest opinion, if New Wave Toys ever entered the market, it would. I don't see them producing anything 3/4 scale or around that size for less than $1,000. I think even it's going to be a single title cab, but I think it's going to be over $1,000 easily. But it's going to be very high quality, and it's going to be a really nice, well-built cabinet.
And it would be super limited, right? Just like their 1/6 scale stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee you somebody would jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, if they can make the arcade authentic, I mean, that would draw people in.
Yeah, because that's what people want, and a lot of people want in their rooms.
It's a 3/4 scale exact replica. Yeah, I think they would sell.
And
people
that would
buy them. They're okay with paying if it's worth it. You know?
And I think that would push Arcade One Up to want to compete with that. Not that price point or not that style, but to make their stuff better and bring out more titles. Like, yeah, you get 1 game and it looks authentic, but we can do something that's like authentic and put 15 games on it.
I don't know if 1,000's too much. If you think of the KI Pro for 1,000, I mean, you say it out loud, it sounds like a lot. I mean,
but the KI Pro wasn't even anything near the build quality is what you'd get from New Wave Toys,
right?
So
I mean, they're selling multi-cades at the state fair for $3,500, guys. I mean, 1,000 for a New Wave, like authentic looking. I don't know if that's that bad, you know?
Yeah, because they don't own the license to authenticity. Arcade One Up does not. They just own the license to that certain titles or that 3/4 scale. If New Wave Toys wanted to get in on it, they could do something really big. 11/16 scale, authentic, and plastic pieces or something like that. They could do something special.
The title license, though, is a pretty big portion of the cab, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah,
Maybe some kind of like countercade type thing. I mean, it might not even be that big.
It could be a bar top.
Yeah, bar top that's portable, like something that you can take anywhere. Quote the action. I mean, I'm grasping at straws here, obviously, but they've clearly come up with something that they think is going to be the next great thing, and this was just a step towards it. Whether it ever comes to light, we'll never know.
Yeah.
Is it their new line of cabinets, track and field confirmed? Right?
Here on Arcades Anonymous, we've confirmed it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, if you brought out the stool for Walmart, you're going to bring out that cabinet eventually.
Well, I mean, they were talking about this a year and a half ago. Like that was something. So there was some kind of leak besides the stool that were like they're working on track and field. I'm sure we'll see track and field from Arcade One out.
Yeah, I guarantee you they went back to the drawing board on it because you're going to be banging on those controls. They need to. It's probably just something with that control panel to make it
beef
better.
that panel up a little bit.
Yeah.
What other games could they put on there?
Heck, I don't even know, man. What? 10-yard
I don't
fight?
either. What are they going to put if it's track and field? What games are going to be on this thing?
Is that Konami? Konami track and field?
I'm looking at my.
I think so.
Notes, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
what is it, Mike? Oh, what is it, Mike?
Where are you, Mike?
Yeah,
We're the Brady Bunch.
I'm just trying to visualize my NES cartridge. I think it's Konami.
So, like, what other games did Konami bring out?
Is there a track and field too, or is that just NES?
I know there's an NES cartridge for certain.
Yeah, 88 games. That's what I was trying to think of. It could be something like that.
Yeah, Hyper Sports. Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
Eh,
I mean, neither one of those is registering a blip on the radar. So
BCB, we I think we all agree. I think it would look cool. I think a track and field cab would look really cool. I don't have any nostalgia.
no,
yeah,
none at all.
Neither do I.
I mean, some people do. I know it's popular, and a lot of people want it. But
I have more nostalgia for track and field on the NES with the big old stomp pad that we had.
yeah, the power pad.
They had a power pad.
Mm-hmm.
We talked
Maybe
on
that's what this
Arcade
action
Nerds
pad will have.
about sports, and they need to come out with more sports titles of some type. I mean, our last Arcade Nerds show was about sports.
Yeah.
They got to come out with something because I think they're missing a big share of that market.
And they have 15 different basketball cabinets.
Please just give us a hockey.
Yeah.
Give us Open
some more
Ice and give us WWF WrestleMania or WrestleFest.
Yeah.
I'll take all three of those and I'll quit.
Be happy.
I'll delete my YouTube channel if I got all three of those.
I call shenanigans.
Yeah, I will resign. So hard at. Yeah, I will resign.
Shenanigans. Ain't gonna happen, gents. So I think we've beat the Arcade One news and whatnot to death. Mike, your time, dude. What's the game of the week, brother?
All right. Speaking of fighting cabinets, it kind of goes with the theme. That was not intended whatsoever, but a game that kind of goes unnoticed, especially on the NES, because it was released in 1993, and the Super Nintendo had already been out for 2 years. The Sega Genesis had been out for 3, and they were the king of the fighters. But it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter. So yeah, a game on the NES, a fighting game with a controller with 2 buttons on it, and we played it this past weekend. I tell you what, man, we had a lot of fun. You would never thought an 8-bit fighter could work, but it works.
Let me see here.
It's a great game. No, wait. Correction. It's a great game.
It is. It really is.
So is it this one, Mike? Is this the right one?
Yep. See on the bottom, Teenage Ninja Turtle Tournament Fighters. Yeah. So
if you want to play this, it's on the Cowabunga collection too.
That's true. That is true. I totally forgot about that. I think they added all three of them on there.
They have
Sega
all
and the Super Nintendo, which they're all slightly different from each other.
Yeah, they are.
I need to start paying for premium.
YouTube Premium. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Super chat. So this man can afford it.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, now we're back where we need to be. Okay.
So yeah, graphically, it looks really good for an NES game.
I mean, April looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much had mastered the system by this point. They stretched it for all it was worth, and
especially compared to the Ghostbusters that you were showing us last week.
I mean, seriously, like, how could you do this, and then you had to also have that? Like,
no. Compare this to X-Men. Like, how do you destroy X-Men, but actually have like turtles?
The capabilities were there, They could pull it off if they wanted to. They just butchered a lot of good licenses.
Put this on the next Turtles cap.
I mean, it would honestly work really well. They should put the 16-bit versions and this version.
Yeah,
did it on KI.
Yeah, they did it on KI. Why not?
Yeah, the Turtle Fighters
this
online.
would fit right in with an arcade cap.
Or
heck, man, like redo this, remake it.
They should. Yeah, it was really fun. He said with only 2 buttons, you would think it like how do you even play it? But somehow we were pulling off moves, we were pulling off combos. Yeah, everything about it was surprising. I hadn't played it in a long time. It just struck me. I'm like, I got a couple people coming over. We'll just all play, and I just will say on the record I was undefeated. So
undefeated.
Undefeated.
Who did you play with?
My buddy Hot Rangus, who's in all my videos pretty much,
Okay.
and I had my brother come over too.
Okay.
And my brother went winless.
All right, so in Cleveland,
There's Hot Rangus right there. I cheated. Yeah, I cheated. I'm the only one that couldn't figure out how to pull any special moves off, and I still won.
All right, in Cleveland, we need to bring in a Nintendo Switch and bring in a Cowabunga collection. We need to have a tournament in there.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Can you play this online with the Switch Cowabunga collection?
I think so. Let me double check.
Cool. Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, that'd be awesome if they did. It'd be like a missed opportunity. I don't know why I haven't been doing it ever since. But there's a character on this game, and I'm a huge Turtles fan, and I don't know if you guys are or not, but his name is Hothead, and we were trying to figure out who this character was and what he was from. I even Google searched Hothead, and like nothing came up other than that he was in this game. Does anybody know? Like,
Hothead?
yeah, there's a big dragon character in this game.
Oh, I think he was from the original series. He had like a small episode or a small part in an episode, but
It's just odd. It struck me as odd with like all the great villains that they could have put in here.
Yeah, and they
Leatherhead, Baxter Stockman, the Rat King, Bebop, Rocksteady.
What about that action figure you had of that weird looking dude today? Is he in it?
Which one was that one?
He looks like a toxic crusader.
Oh yeah, that was the Rat King. Yeah, it looked like exactly what he looked like. Toxic Crusader. No, he wasn't, and he would be. It would have been appropriate to put him in, but they I don't know if they created this character for the game, or like you said, Todd, maybe he was in one episode, but
he had to have been.
But he was a beast, though. He's huge. Yeah, there's mini games in this that you could do.
So none of the tournament fighters are online, but you can do couch co-op or
couch co-op.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could play tournament fighters on net. What is it? NetPlay.
Or Fightcade.
Yeah.
So I wonder then, anybody here with the ALU, can you run the tournament fighters on there? I know Matt was saying stuff about.
I'm sure you. I mean, you can. You can run the ROMs on there, but not online.
Right, you can't do it online.
I think you'd have to be either through Tournament Fighter or through like NetPlay.
So you could play them, but you can't play them online.
Yeah, you can do tournament fighters on Fightcade.
So you said that Casey Jones is he's a playable character in
this
game.
Yep. That's not
in the chat. Any other Turtles game? I thought that the Xbox you could play as Casey Jones, or is this the only game? There he is.
That's a good question. Yep. And why? Again, how come? Like, why no love for Casey Jones? I mean, he was a pretty cool character. I always used to think he was.
Phil, Shredder's Revenge. You can play as Casey Jones.
That's what I said in the video. I'm like, has it really been? This was 93 to what, 2023 or 22? It's already been 30 years between Casey Jones appearances.
You can
April
play
O'Neil's
on
a
that,
fighter too,
on
isn't
that, those
Yeah.
two Turtle games for Xbox.
Yeah.
All I'm hearing is we all need to build some Fightcades maybe or something. Some Fightcade arcades. So we can play some of these online with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good concept. I mean, I know why they made them because I think at the time Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2 were new games and they were huge. So, hey, ride that
wait for
wave.
this ad. Everybody go subscribe to Arcades Anonymous and hit that like button.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
24-hour stream coming up at some point, right?
And a free arcade 1-up riser.
Yep.
Yeah, and other stuff.
I think
I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway at 500.
We're gonna come up with some good stuff. I'm looking at things that we can give when we hit the 500. So everybody,
Todd's
please.
His I can't think of it. His party cade.
No. No, I'm not giving up the party cade, dude. Come on. I will give everybody
His
more
Defender
money.
party cade.
No. Time out on
I got a Eagle Moss small diecast Batmobile tumbler, and my wife just picked up a PS5 Venom skin that we can give away on the.
Yeah, Joe, I'm going to share the store real quick with everybody. And then Chaotic, I'm going to do the same thing, but let's see here. Wanted to share. So if you get a chance, I'll make sure this gets in the description, but I wanted to share the G.I. Joe store to everybody here. If you haven't ordered a shirt or anything like that, check him out. He's got obviously his product on there, and then mine is on there as well. And let's see if we can get Multicade Matt's on there as well. Chaotic has his own store, and I'll share that in just a second for a couple of different reasons. But check out the merch store. There's a lot of great stuff.
Got some Arcades Anonymous at the very bottom because that was like the very first stuff I put on there.
Yeah.
So as we've been making stuff, more stuff has been.
Yeah, Switch cases and whatnot, and it just goes to the channel to help our projects and things like that. So, as a group, we're not doing anything nefarious there or whatnot. But check out the store. And the other thing that I wanted to show, let's see here real quick.
And by the way, Joel created all our logos or tweaked them a little bit. The man's is
a genius.
Very
Serious artistic talent.
Yeah, he is awesome. Gosh darn it! Why are you not coming up, buddy?
I play one on TV.
You play one on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Stayed at a Holiday Inn last night.
I love that.
So this is Chaotic's store here, but I wanted to show this off. This is the Cleveland Arcades Anonymous Cleveland shirt here. Let's see here. I'm going to make this the solo here so you can see it. But all of these guys' logos are on this, and this is at bottom price, right? Chaotic. This is at the lowest price.
The lowest will let me go.
Yeah, lowest. We're not making any money off of this. We're just doing it for the Cleveland show, but has all of our logos on it. So check them out. It's a really cool shirt. Can you get this in multicolors? No, just black. Okay.
I just did black because everybody's logos on the back. Some of them would look funky in different colors, so I just kept it black. That way, everybody's logos looks clean and pristine. And
show the front of it.
Oh yeah, and then the front of it.
Hold on, let me get to it. My bad. Is the Arcades Anonymous logo, which is awesome. So yet again
And
another.
Joel designed that too.
Yeah, Joel is all over that. So check them out.
And
that was the OG.
That was the OG.
First logo design.
Yeah. And I couldn't fit everybody's logo on the back. I had to be not selective, but everybody that wanted to participate got their logo on there. Thank you, Toxin. Everybody's able to pick this up if you want to, especially if you're going to Cleveland. All of us in right now are going to Cleveland, so
Yeah, we're all getting the shirt.
yeah, we're all getting the shirt.
We're gonna wear
we're
it.
gonna
We're probably gonna take tons of pictures.
We're not
Put them
gonna-
on. So
We're not going to bring any other clothes with us. We're wearing this shirt.
Literally,
every day
yeah.
on Cleveland, right?
we're all packing small bags and just plenty of Arcade Anonymous and fellow YouTuber shirts is all we're gonna wear, right?
Yeah, I really just wanted to shout out everybody that's in the Discord. Everybody, we treat each other like family, and we all help each other out with whatever kind of issues we got. And it's just a great community to be a part of. If you're not a part of the Arcades Anonymous Discord, please join that and be a part of this, man. Like we all crack up, play games together, and everything.
And
So
if you need a link to it, just comment on any of our videos and we'll send you a link.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt. But check out Chaotic Store as well. This is all of Joel's logo link too. Really awesome stuff, dude. Your logo looks sick on anything you put it on, dude. Honestly,
I can't put the arcade exploding on a hat because it's too many colors. is what it
yeah, it's
tells
way
me.
too much, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little chaotic for them to put it onto a hat.
Good,
Oh, no,
good
he
tie-in.
didn't.
Good tie-in, yeah.
You got it perfect. I like
Good
that
time.
kind of like tie-dye looking shirt. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that's the all over T-shirt. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope. It just came out perfect.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want a pair of like swimming shorts with that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, get your shirts in. If you're going to Cleveland, we'd love to fist bump you as you're going around Cleveland with those shirts on, and promote the channel, promote the Discord group, because we love hanging out with all of you guys, and playing video games and just
We'll
being
be really
friends. Yeah.
It'll be really easy to find. We'll either be at the New Wave or the At Games booth.
Yeah.
Not leaving, blocking everything they have, and hogging
well-
it all for ourselves.
Well, we got to stop by Michael B's booth and give him some shit.
I think he's at the At Games, right?
Probably.
Will he be at the booth, or will he have his own booth?
He's a
Oh,
guest. He is a
He is
featured
a guest.
right?
Oh,
So he
wow.
may have his own booth.
Wow. Interesting.
We'll spam him.
We roll deep, so we can do whatever
Oh.
we feel like.
You got your slingshot bikini. That's cool. Yeah. Are we all
Yeah,
getting our chaotic tramp stamp while we're there? Is that what we're doing too? you guys really need to start giving me an itinerary here of what we're going to be doing. I need to know now, right?
JoJo's probably not going to let me leave the free play area of the gaming classic, playing all the video games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I'll be there the whole time. So
So much to
Well-
do
yeah, I know.
in these 3 days. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I guess we all need to sit down and put a nice little itinerary together, what we want to do and how we're going to try to make it all work, right? It's got to be
Yep.
next meeting. Yeah.
We're not going to sleep. That's how we're going to make it.
Very
all
little sleep, I feel like. Yep.
Yeah, I got to cook for everybody.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, guys, it's been an awesome show. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we send these nice people home?
Yeah.
No?
Make sure you're there for Steps Gaming. Her
Tomorrow night?
giveaway tomorrow
Oh,
night.
yeah, and next week.
9:30 Eastern time.
Yeah.
Saiyan Spirits doesn't like us leaving.
Don't worry, saying.
Well, he
If
knows where
you
to
could
find
get
us.
us to 500 subs, we'll do an after show for you every now and then. How about that? Is that an
Yeah.
incentive?
Get us to 500 subs, and we'll pull off the 24-hour.
Yeah, get all your coworkers and friends to subscribe.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yeah, and next
Wow.
week is the giveaway show, right?
Yeah, next
Yeah.
week is
Out
our
here.
Giveaway
Everyone.
Bill
It's
shows.
Bill's
Make
1,000
sure
giveaway special. We think we know what we're doing.
Saiyan Spirits, just remember too, I mean, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, start making those accounts, Sam. Get on that.
Yeah, make sure that you check that out, because this is the only place you're going to have to just be at Phil's giveaway show, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait to celebrate that with you and get everybody to get them some cool stuff because I can't believe your list is a mile long. I mean, we're going to be giving away stuff for probably an hour and a half, right?
Be a long
It'll
swing.
probably be so.
It's probably gonna be an hour and a half.
It's gonna be a late night, man.
It's going to be a late night for sure. You'll have 1,000 people watching or 3,000 people watching and only 1,000 subs, but we'll get them there. We'll get them to the 3,000, right?
Hey,
But
bring it
currently,
on.
Arcade Anonymous is at what, 94, 95 subs. So help us get to the 500 so we can do the same thing when we hit 5 and 1,000 for Arcades Anonymous. So
I didn't know we were doing a blitz cab, MG. Who donated the blitz cab?
MG did.
Yeah, he's got like 4 in his basement, right?
Yeah, tell your friends.
He just
Tell
wants
your
to win
friends.
another one.
Subscribe to Arcades Anonymous. Join the Discord. Especially join the Discord. We just have too much fun over there. People are posting their builds. We play Sunday nights when we can.
Yep.
We have some nice voice chats and going on. And
we're starting to blitz an NBA Jam tournament too.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Half a
gonna be
dozen
awesome.
is setting that up.
Yeah, half a dozen is getting.
Looks
Look,
like
I
I'm
think
playing.
we forward that.
Are you playing, Phil?
No, who picked these?
I feel like half a dozen gave himself. I don't know who he plays. He plays the computer or something.
Oh man.
No, I think we're still trying to fill out a couple more spots. So anybody in the chat, if you're not on the Discord, get on there if you want to jump in
Join
on
us.
a blitz and NBA Jam. It could be the start of something. Maybe making them bigger even. If
Can anyone put a link in the? Andy, just comment on any of our videos, and one of us will send you a link for Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, you should be there.
the link is permanently on my my channel. I have it right on the banner. So
Yeah.
you guys find my channel. You can
We'll
find
get,
the
we'll
Discord.
get it on the Arcade Anonymous as well too. We'll get it on
Subscribe
there.
if you want. I'm not a YouTuber.
You are
But you
becoming a YouTuber. We're making you a YouTuber.
I've seen videos from you.
Yeah.
Working on it,
33 subs.
MG, I permanently wear the Mario Kart crown. Sorry, buddy.
Just sub to Gamer Fridge.
Is it on the shirt? I guess we should
Well, I
put
did
it on
wear
the
this
shirt,
shirt
right?
tonight for you, MG. I wear my Mario Kart for MG.
See, you got a Mario Kart fan, buddy. Just send me a message
right,
when you want
guys.
that tail whooped.
Well, guys, let's send these guys home. We'll see y'all later. Are we doing a Arcade Nerd show? I guess we need to talk about that, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
We'll talk about that and put that out if we're doing
Stay
it.
tuned.
Yeah, stay
Stay
tuned,
tuned.
guys. Just pay
Stay
attention to our
tuned.
channels.
Might do
Either
it.
way,
These guys
Either way-
probably don't want to listen to us a second time, especially Sand Spirits.
Especially.
If we're doing a
Guys-
show tomorrow, subscribe to our channels. That way you'll
And
know.
you'll find
we'll
out.
put it on a
You'll-
community post.
you'll find it.
I unfortunately won't be there, guys. I'm traveling, so appreciate. See you guys all next week.
Well, we'll be definitely
Sunday
thinking
night.
of you and definitely see you Sunday night for sure, right?
For sure.
Gotta
All
get
right,
on
guys,
that
let's send these guys home before they. Well, I know some of them don't want to
Or
leave,
they
but
riot.
you got to go. Guys, have a fantastic week. We'll see you on
Thanks for
next
watching.
week.
Thanks, guys.
Make sure you check
Peace.
out.
We'll see you
Next
next
time.
week.
Yep.
See you guys.